Do you agree that if you're going into an executive session for 610021 that deals with the hiring and firing and discipline, elected personnel, I think it says employees, right? Question. That elected officials are not by law a part of that group of people. Answer. Correct. Question. Do you agree that any discussion of any elected official in a closed session and the conduct or the misconduct of the elected official would be an improper subject matter? Answer. Correct. Question. And not a basis to be in a closed session. Do you agree? Answer. Agree. Question. And would you agree that the legal reason that you've been going into closed session are the 22 that are stated in 16021? Answer. Yes. And the only two that you admit you used that night were 2 and 3. Answer. Yes. Question. And 2 was never discussed. Answer. Correct. Now, I think it's pretty clear from the transcript of the meeting and from the depositions that were taken that the meeting that was held on September the 10th of 2012 was not closed for any of the 22 stated reasons in section 610021. And therefore, it wasn't a properly closed meeting. If you look at the deposition of Bob Jenny, I may have already read that. He again stated that the only subject matter ever discussed was Robbyn Morris and the legality or illegality of the meeting. Now, I've been practicing law in this town for 38 years. And I've been a member of this city area for almost 38 years. And not only am I here today representing Robbyn Morris, but I'm a concerned citizen for the well-being of the city of Louisiana. Amen. And if this meeting that you held in closed session was not held pursuant to section 610.020 under the specific 22 established reasons set forth in 610.021, then you weren't having a properly closed meeting. And if you weren't having a properly closed meeting, it can't be illegal to record it. And I suggest that you vote no on the impeachment because I don't believe that your meeting was properly, legally constituted under section 610.021. And remember earlier, I agreed with Mr. Rapp that we are all subject to the majesty of the law. However, let's discuss, just as an alternative, that you feel maybe you disagree with me and this meeting was in some way or other proper under section 610. Now, if you feel that way, and I suggest that you should not, but if you do, then you've got to conclude that the recording by the city clerk was also an illegal recording. Because this law, which we are all subject to the majesty of, states no recording. It doesn't say unless it's okayed by the mayor. It says no recording of any meeting, record or vote, closed pursuant to the provisions of section 610.021. May be permitted without permission of the public body. Now, let's discuss permission of the public body. Sharon testified correctly, in my opinion, and I'm certainly not suggesting that Sharon did anything wrong. I'm suggesting Robbyn Morris didn't do anything wrong. But Sharon admitted that in order for something to be approved by the city, and we all know this from 8th grade citizenship, in order for a city governmental body to approve something, there's got to be a motion made, it's got to be seconded, it's got to be voted on, it's got to be passed by a majority, in some cases 2/3 vote. Now, Sharon testified that she went back to 1978 and could never find any minutes anywhere at any time by any public body of the city of Louisiana authorizing any recordings. So if you find Robbyn Morris wrong, then let me suggest, ladies and gentlemen, you got to find Sharon wrong too. And why was Sharon recording it? Because the mayor told her to do it. So you want to impeach the mayor of the city of Louisiana? You want to get rid of Sharon Morris? I say no. I say no. Because they're here trying to do a job that we should all respect and appreciate. And it's not an easy job. And they come before this body and they try very hard to do what's in the best interest of this city. Every one of these people up here deserves our respect and appreciation. But Robbyn Morris deserves that same respect and appreciation from you members of the City Council. Now, you may not always agree with the members in the City Council. You may not always agree with your mayor. You may not always agree with the constituents. But you should always respect the right for them to have an opinion and to voice it. And you should respect the conduct of each other. If you think someone's got a loud mouth, I don't think it serves any purpose to tell them that they've got a loud mouth. I think what you do is debate the issues. And don't get sidetracked and take this city through the horrible winch up that we've gone through for the last month, wasting the precious time and money of the city of Louisiana in working on something that should never have come before this body to begin with, and that is this impeachment matter.
I would urge the public to withhold your motions either way.
Now, ladies and gentlemen of the council, there are other ways that this could all have been handled. Let's discuss those. Mr. Jenner, if he felt that there was somebody on the council that was violating the law and interfering, could have gone to the city attorney and could have said, I'd like to file a complaint against someone on the city council because they're violating a city ordinance. It could have come before the city of Louisiana court and the Honorable Judge McGuire. It could have been resolved either by Judge McGuire or a jury trial if Robbyn Morris had chose to do that.
Judge, I'll object to that argument as going beyond the evidence. And clearly the interference with the city department ordinance by a city council member, it has no penalty that's cognizant of before you do this deliberation.
Judge, this is
I'm going to overrule the objection without Mr. Bradley continuing.
Well, since I can't leave that unaddressed, because again, the first sentence in Mr. Jenner's 3-page memoranda indicting Ms. Morris says the purpose of this memoranda is to provide the city, mayor, council with advance notice that I respectfully request an executive session to discuss an ongoing situation I am experiencing with one council person. The actions displayed by this particular council person over the course of the past 2 weeks have been totally disruptive, negative in nature, and a violation of section 115270. Why report it to the city council when it's a matter to go before the city attorney and come before the city court? Now listen, that's one way this could have been resolved. But it wasn't. Now another way that this could have been resolved, if you look at the section that they're trying to impeach her under, it says that violation of that section could be a Class C misdemeanor. They could have reported it to Mark Fisher, the prosecuting attorney. Mark Fisher could have evaluated it and could have decided whether he thought it was worth filing charges on or not. And if charges were to have been filed, we've been in front of Judge Ash in a court of law addressing the issue before a legal judge and or a jury if that had been chosen. Mr. Rapp said we should respect the majesty of the law. I do agree. But where has the majesty of the law been respected? We go right from 0 to 180 miles an hour and go into an impeachment of a duly elected official and waste all the time and effort that this city has going through it. The impeachment of someone, specifically under the law, and Mr. Rapp refers to this section, 77340, there's a case where Missouri law has been evaluated by the courts, And that case is State Ex Rel Ragsdale versus Walker, 68 Missouri Appeals 110. And there the court of law said, the misconduct for which a municipal officer may be removed must be found in his acts and conduct in the office from which he is removed or to be removed, and must constitute a legal cause for removal and affect the proper administration of the office. I say there was no legal basis. I say that revised statute Missouri 610020 was not violated by the recording. And I say you vote no on these two articles of impeachment and let Robbyn Morris and the rest of this council get about doing the business of the city of Louisiana. You know, the city of Louisiana's got enough problems right now. It's trying to chew its own arm off. And so I'm going to respectfully suggest that you vote no. Because if you vote yes, and I'm not saying this as a threat of any kind, I'm saying it only because it's the law. But if you vote to impeach her, you are forcing her into a corner where the only way that she can address any of this in a court of law is to file a lawsuit against the city of Louisiana, alleging a violation of the Sunshine Law and asking that the conduct of this council in impeaching her, if you do that, is a violation of the law because it wasn't a properly constituted meeting under 16020. Now, if you do that, then, as I think Ronald Reagan used to say, I'm no Republican. Here we go again. And then we're going to be in another court of law, and we're going to be litigating this matter for probably the next year or two, and then it could lead to civil penalties, anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 for every one of you that voted for the articles, for the meeting to go into closed session, plus all attorney's fees could be awarded also. Now, I'm telling you right now, as a citizen of Louisiana and as Robbyn Morris's attorney, I don't want to go there. And I'm asking you people on this city council not to drive this ship of municipality there. Vote no. You have that right. Or abstain. Or make a motion to rescind all of this. But this woman does not deserve to be impeached for what happened. Or if you find that she does, then you better remove the city clerk, you better remove the mayor, and you better have a city that's in turmoil for the next 2 years. Thank you.
Mr. Rapp?
I wondered if my learned opponent was going to get around to try to put the council on trial. He's definitely correct. I have to address several points that he made because they're just flat out wrong. You can look at the transcript of that meeting, and there was no discussion about real estate. But y'all had your deposition taken. There was an intention to talk about a real estate matter involving somebody named Ms. Wallace. But you never got to it. And there was a reason why you never got to it, because somebody wouldn't let you get to it. And so now to argue that because you didn't get to it, somehow that should change anything is just unarguable and really makes no sense. This is going to be able to come down, so don't worry.